Brian, and yeah, I'm a little bit drunk, but I want to show you my big, fat, nasty ass in a thong, and I hope you like it. You know, this is who I am, you know? Yeah, I'm a big, fat guy, you know, I'm wearing a thong. So what, you know, I mean, why should women have all the fun? You know, sometimes when I wear a thong, sometimes I like to fart. You know, that's pretty damn sexy, I think. See you later.
Hey freaks, it's Monday, April 15th, 2019. Coming up on the program today, a pedophile who looks just like you. Plus, the Nigerian lottery can't possibly be a scam, right? Pain and suffering over the loss of your porn collection, and eating food so others don't have to. All coming up today.
Boy pussy, boy pussy, boy pussy, boy
Are you on the internet? Isn't that for techno geeks with spreadsheets?
The vagina is full of AIDS.
Why this man had to have such a sweet rectum?
I'm gonna lose my mind today.
It's the Distorted View Show with Tim Henson.
All right, Tim Henson back here with you, starting off a new week of programs. Got a great one for you today. I did post a show yesterday. If you haven't listened to that, it's available on the feed. I was making up for the lack of Friday show, of course, on Friday. I had a doctor's appointment. I revealed on Sunday that everything seemed to be okay. My doctor doesn't think I have a blood clot, even though I was convinced of it. After all, I looked it up on WebMD, and what else could a pain in the leg be? But whatever. The last hurdle, of course, was, I had some blood drawn. They were running some blood tests to see how that was going. Well, freaks, I got those results today. Drum roll, please. I'm healthy! Da-da-da-da! Well, let me break it down. She said, we got your results. Coming as a shock to absolutely no one, your cholesterol is elevated. And I said, is that due to the fact that I eat sticks of butter whole? And she said, yeah, you might want to cut back on that. But it was at the same levels, like my cholesterol was at the same level as like the last time it was tested. So I'm consistent. I'll take that as a win. She said, you should continue exercising and practicing a good diet, as if that's something I was doing. I was like, okay, I'll continue doing both of those things, which means I should really start doing those things. But my cholesterol levels weren't high enough that, they're concerned or I need to be put on any sort of medication. So, again, consider that a win. Number 2, diabetes. That's something that's on the table because I'm a fat fuck, right? So I was like, yeah, when you're doing your blood test, make sure I don't have that going on. And she was like, oh, yeah, you are pretty fat. We should test for that. So I got those results back today. And in true Maury fashion, I am not diabetic. Yeah! The audience for sure thought I was. I honestly kind of thought I was, too, because I was peeing a lot. One time I woke up in the middle of the night twice to piss. And then there was like that weekend where I was like kind of feeling really tired. Those were the 2 indications that I was diabetic. I was convinced of that, right? Well, as soon as I got the news that I wasn't, I Sherman Hemsley'd out the door, straight to a Dunkin' Donuts. I had one of those lattes with like whipped cream and caramel and cinnamon and Peeps syrup or something. Yeah, they've got some sort of syrup now that's supposed to taste like Peeps. I'm not diabetic. My body's telling me that it can take more abuse. It's on, baby. I was skipping out the door with, powdered donut dust all over my face, doing hopscotch with the little girls, spinning around, doing my little jive walking. That's right. God is good. God is great. I am too blessed to be stressed. Glory be unto him for providing me with these 7,200 calories and 92 grams of sugar. Turn on the light from heaven, Lord. Shine on me. Turn on the light from heaven, Lord. shadow me, shadow me, shadow me, come on and shadow me, shadow. Oh yeah, Lord, shadow. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Shadow me. Shut on me. All right, so yes, I'm in a great mood today because I'm probably not dying quite yet. I do have a bunch of audio that I want to share with you today. First up, here in the United States, there are like a lot of laws and rules surrounding state lotteries. They can't make any grandiose promises, and I think at the end of all of the advertisements or commercials or whatever, there's a phone number you can call if you've got a gambling problem. There's lots of regulation involved. Well, that's not the case in Nigeria. Does that surprise anyone? I've got a commercial here for the Golden Chance Lotto, and it's in English. I don't know why. Do they speak English in Nigeria? They must, but before I play that, I've got a print ad here. It's like a little comic. There's a picture of a guy. Meet Okafor. He owns a restaurant, but he's unhappy. Why, you ask? Well, because he's having a lot of trouble with financing his business. Unfortunately, the cost of rent is too high, cost of advertising is high, paying off staff salary is difficult. That is, until he discovered the Golden Chance Lotto, an online lotto game with instant payout, payments anywhere, and transparent live TV draw and so many other benefits. Now, Okafor is happy. A lot more money. He's got more and happy staffs. New locations opening. All because he's relying on lotto winnings to fund his ventures. An advertisement like that would never fly in the United States. Hey, is your business failing? Do you not have enough money to live? Spend your remaining savings on the lotto. You'll win, and then you can afford all sorts of stuff. Remember a year or two ago, I had this brilliant idea where I would set up a Twitch live stream, and people would all donate money, right? We'd all put in like $10. Thousands of people putting in $10. And I would use that money and buy scratch-off lottery tickets, and then we would all share in the winnings. It's kind of like a giant office pool, except way more illegal, apparently. I got a lot of emails saying, Tim, that you could never do this. You'd get shut down in 2 seconds. Well, maybe I should try this with the Golden Chance Lotto over there in Nigeria. I feel pretty confident in handing over my credit card information to a Nigerian website. A Nigerian gambling lotto website.
What could possibly go wrong?
That's what I'm screaming, Bubsy. Anyway, here is the commercial for the Golden Chance Lotto.
This is your golden chance. It's my golden chance.
Hey, look, a lot of poor African people dancing around.
It's your golden chance. It's my golden chance. I'm winning the lotto. It's my golden chance.
This is where they lose me. I understood what they were saying in the first part. This is your golden chance. Da, 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 da.
Hey, golden chance for take better your life. Don't land.
Yes, sir.
I don't know. Golden showers. Orlando Bloom.
Golden chance for take better your life. Don't land.
Yes, sir. This is a heavy opportunity for take experience the correct change where your life need.
Does they play golden chance lotto?
Something about your life needs this, but she's talking backwards.
It's a heavy opportunity for take experience the correct change where your life need.
Does they play golden chance lotto every day? You will become millionaire sharply with that sea level.
My friend, you don't worry about.
Maybe some of it is in English and some of it is in a different language.
So sea level.
But that doesn't sound like English. But what he said before.
Every day.
Play every day.
Your life need.
Does they play golden chance lotto every day? You will become millionaire.
It really sounds like he's saying golden showers.
Golden chance lotto every day. You will become millionaire sharply with that sea level.
My friend, you don't worry about picking school fees or how to start new business or how to buy all your five finances of this life.
Who want borrow?
Yeah, she's saying something about you don't have to worry about finances, but it's too fast.
Don't worry about picking school fees or how to start new business.
No, don't worry about starting your business.
Or how to buy all your fine things of this life.
I think she said something about appliances, because there was like televisions and refrigerators that popped up on the screen.
Who want borrow you money for this recession? Who go give you loan? Whose side?
Oh yeah, alele. Begin play your
All right, so they're in a recession in Nigeria. No one will loan you money. Who you gonna borrow money from, man? This is it sounds Jamaican. I'm sorry. I don't know how to do an African accent. I also don't know how to do a Jamaican accent, apparently. My point is, you could never say these type of things to advertise a lotto here in the United States.
Don't millionaire tomorrow.
Yeah, don't worry. Don't pay your bills. Use that money. Play lotto. You'll win big.
As you dey win, that's what we dey summon you your pay instanta. That is to say, play and win today, collect your cash today.
Play and win today, collect your cash today.
Play online self, or even for any of we kiosks they win Google Transfer country.
Visit www.winnersgoldenchance.com.
What do you think the jackpot is there? How much money could you possibly win?
And play to become millionaire. Golden Chance Lotto. Joshua Banker to become millionaire.
What? Oh, they're saying you're sure banker to be millionaire. Any of my Nigerian listeners want to chime in? Is this a Golden Chance Lotto legit? Let me know. All right, moving on. I've got a YouTuber here. This is a black woman who just records herself eating cornstarch. You'd think, first of all, that's disgusting, eating cornstarch. But you'd think one video and, you kind of captured what eating cornstarch is all about. But no, she's got tons of videos. She's a real cornstarch connoisseur. Here is this woman eating old cornstarch. And apparently, when it gets old, it clumps together.
Hey, y'all. All right. What I have today is some old chunks. Y'all remember this plate? And these chunks. I think it was the Hearth Club? I think.
Wow, that is pretty crunchy. That's some stale-ass cornstarch. And she just eats it and talks with her mouth full. So, like, white powder flies out of her mouth. Her mouth is coated in this stuff.
They broke up, y'all. I guess because they've been sitting. But they all broke up. But the taste is still good. Very good.
She doesn't even have a glass of water to help wash this down. This goes on for 12 minutes.
So, y'all.
It's flying out of her mouth.
Cornstarch lasts. The crunch lasts in cornstarch for a while.
I can't even understand her now. Her mouth is so, full of cornstarch. Dry.
It do. I just be wanting to be honest with you, I just be wanting to make more chunks. Each time I open a box of chunks, I just like to see how it turn out. Because they all turn out, different ways. But
sometimes she'll microwave cornstarch. She'll put it in the microwave for 20 minutes just to get, some warm cornstarch. Here's something I noticed though. Well, first of all, I looked this up. Eating cornstarch is a thing for people who are deficient in iron. And that happens a lot with African American women, like black women, right? And sure enough, all of the comments from women watching this video are black women. I'm looking at their pictures. I can't handle your crunch, girl. It's too addictive. Old starch is the best, especially old scented starch. What? You do you, girl. I'm binging on your videos. All these women who are eating cornstarch are anemic. You need to see a doctor. That's the problem here. Here's another comment. That's why I watch you, because you actually enjoy your chunks. If they want a stuffed mouth, they need to get their own chunks. A stuff their own mouth. I don't know exactly what that means. I get the sentiment, though. I mean, there are just dozens and dozens and dozens of videos here. One of them is ASMR. Only crunching cornstarch. There she goes. This is making me want to eat cornstarch. I want to try it. You want to check out her videos. Her username is Starch. I'm sure you're all pausing the podcast right now to check out her work. Real quick, before we get into the news, I've got one more clip to share with you. This is from a television program here in the States called Live PD. I've never seen the show myself, but it's kind of like Cops, but supposedly it's live, and they've got a bunch of camera crews all over the place, right? And then when something interesting happens, they go live to wherever the interesting thing is happening. Like, for instance, this clip is from Richland County, South Carolina.
So we're about to be at the residence in regards to this domestic. Sounds like the dad and the son are getting into it.
Right.
Sounds like we've been here a couple times. The son supposedly uses a lot of alcohol. So we're about to pull up and see what's going on.
So the son is drunk. Dad's upset.
How you doing?
All right.
So what's going
on? Same old thing goes on every day. He's wanting alcohol, and when he don't get alcohol and money, he comes and starts fighting me and my wife, kicking my door in, breaking my windows out.
I was just telling you guys that I need money, because of taxes and everything. I should just go bust down my mom's door. Bitch, give me money and booze.
Didn't break none today.
So is he living here?
Yeah, he lives here. I live
Never
down
tried
there.
that
I own both of them. I tell him to stay away from me.
So but it didn't get physical today?
No, I held the door shut, but he was threatening me, kicking my door.
I think we need to meet this kid. Actually, he looks older than the father.
Here's the deal, okay? I need you to start getting along with your dad, okay? I need you to start respecting his rules. If he doesn't like drinking, that's fine. If you like drinking, that's fine. But you gotta follow his rules. You're living in his house. You're using mom's beer money because she's still giving it to you, right? I mean, I don't know you and I never met you, but if they evict you out of this property, it's probably not going to be good for you, okay? Yeah. Right? All right, let me ask you this. How much you had to drink today?
Oh, not that many.
Like a couple beers?
Yep, that's it.
Yeah, not that many.
Got a job?
No, I ain't working no more.
Are you looking for a job?
Yeah, what I wanted to do, I wanted to go work with y'all for all my life.
For us?
Yeah.
You sound like you're police officer material.
You can't drink.
I did. Was not on the job.
I mean, I hear you.
Now it's like you hope. Tasmanian devil. Except he's slow and slurring.
I ain't drunk now, so I guess.
Hey, I know Leon. He's pretty cool.
Yeah, he's a good dude.
Yeah.
Leon.
I mean, that's what I want to do, but I got a few DUIs on me. I'll be honest with you.
Everybody makes mistakes, man. It ain't the end of the world.
When I was younger, so when y'all do that training, what all y'all got to do when you do it? Like,
What, the police training?
Yeah.
Oh, I'll say.
A lot of heights or something. Or
You gotta drive, you gotta shoot, you gotta do all that stuff, man.
Well, can I talk to you in person?
Sure.
Uh-huh.
You can go over here.
Oh. I think this is like a job interview.
As far as like, hey, I want to like do that, I want to be like one of y'all's team.
Yeah.
Because I always wanted to do that. You know? I like deer hunting and all that. I do that. I don't know if you do that, but.
I mean, yeah. That's
has nothing to do with the job.
That'd be a good shot to be a cop, right?
I took archery class and all that.
Archery class?
Yeah.
We better start carrying bow and arrows, man. You'd be good at that.
Man, shoot.
Yeah, I'll be a police officer with a bow and arrow.
That's what I've done all this all my life.
We gonna stop a little drinking today?
Huh?
You gonna take it a little easy today?
Yeah.
I don't want to come back, because then it's gonna be a different story.
Yeah,
I won't hire you if I have to come back.
I ain't gonna do nothing.
All right, let me get out of here, all right?
All right.
How we going?
I won't do nothing. I won't be a good boy. I want to see that guy as a police officer. I would have loved if the police officer was like, hey, go get your bow and arrow. Let's see if you can hit something. Let's see how inebriated you really are. All right, and with that, let's get into the crazy, bizarre, twisted, and fucked up news right now. If you like Distorted View Daily, or if you merely tolerate me, if you listen to the show, and you'd like to hear it continue, support this nonsense. Become a member of the Distorted View Sideshow at superfreaksideshow.com. When you sign up, you get full access to the entire archive of programs. We've been at this since December of 2004. There are thousands of past shows for you to listen to in the archives. Plus, every week we do exclusive shows just for paying members. Last week we did 2 exclusive programs. This week we're on track for 2 exclusive programs. Tomorrow we'll be doing an exclusive program. I sound like that drunk guy. Tomorrow we'll be doing 2 exclusive programs. Sign up, superfreaksideshow.com. All major credit cards and PayPal accepted. Memberships are only $6.99 a month, even less when you opt for a quarterly, semi-annual, yearly, or lifetime membership. Another way to support the show, we've got a Patreon account, patreon.com/distortedview. If you pledge like $5, you get access to a special voicemail line. I'll play your calls first. You know, I'm always behind on these things. A month or 2, so, you know, I'll play your calls as soon as they come in. That's a little Patreon perk for you. Patreon.com/distortedview. All right, 3 very quick stories, then we'll get the hell out of here. First up, this one comes from Indiana. An Indiana man is suing his parents for destroying his precious porn collection. Which he claimed was... That's my Gollum impression. Pretty good, huh? My precious porn. All right, he claims the porn was worth almost $29,000. You know, porn does not keep its value. It depreciates. Much like a porn star's worn-out asshole. When you're new and that thing is tight, you can command some big bucks. But a few years later, there's no tread left on that thing. It's all loosey-goosey. No one's gonna pay to see that, right? That's why some porn stars are very smart. Like, all right, so there's some, like, female porn stars who'll go, like, right into, you know, fucking black guys, and, you know, having black guys come right up their asshole and shit. But the smart ones, I'm sorry, it's just it's a true but hard fact that, you know, you let a black guy bang you, your price goes down. I don't know if that's still true, but it was true in the 90s. Anyway, the smart play is to start with some lesbian shit, right? It's minimally invasive. You get your best newcomer, CUM, at the AVN Awards. Then you transition to the straight porn. You let a guy fuck you in your twat. Then you move on to, like, threesomes. You're sucking dick, getting plowed in the pussy as well. You save the ass as that's your golden parachute. I don't know. That's your ace in the hole, so to speak. You know, when no one's offering you work anymore, you're like, hey, I've never done anything up the butt. And at that point, you should know your career is just about over. So pocket all of that money you're making for your anal action. Now, you can hang on loosely by getting into more and more extreme porn, right? Guys punch fucking your pussy or asshole with their fist, water sports and stuff. But, you know, you're really at the end of your rope there. I just gave you a timeline of porn, I guess. All right, in a lawsuit filed last week in federal court in Michigan, the man said he moved to Indiana after living with his parents in Grand Haven, Michigan for 10 months after a divorce. He said he did household chores in lieu of paying rent. How old is this guy? This is what a teenager is supposed to be doing. All right, so he's, doing chores instead of paying rent. In December 2017, the lawsuit says his parents delivered boxes of his belongings to his residence in Indiana, but they were missing many of his possessions. The man asked his parents about the missing property, and they said the items were destroyed. They're sick and sinful. In a January 2018 email that was part of the lawsuit, the father admitted to destroying some of his son's belongings. Yeah, right. He kept that shit for himself. I do not possess your pornography. It is gone, the email said. It's been either destroyed or disposed of. I may well have missed a few items that are now in your possession, but at this point, if you don't have it, it's gone. Ditto for your sex toys and smutty magazines. His father also said in the email, I'm so glad my dad never had to discover, any of my porn or sex toys. That would have been quite a shock. All right, his father also said in an email that it took quite a while to destroy 12 moving boxes full of porn and 2 boxes of sex toys. I did you a big favor by getting rid of all this stuff. Unable to come to a resolution with his parents, the man said he filed a police report with the Ottawa County Sheriff's Department. He alleges that the value of the collection would be somewhere between $10,000 to $30,000, factoring in, of course, his emotional attachment to the items. This is a sick man. I mean, I understand some guys use sex toys like pocket pussies and stuff. They use it out of necessity. They're not emotionally attached to it. As a matter of fact, most guys look forward to new sex toys that aren't smelly and crusty. That's why those disposable sex toys that look like eggs and they actually come in like an egg container or egg crate or something, they're so great. I mean, it's horrible for the environment. I don't think you can throw those in the recycling bin. But they're like, I think they're called Tenga eggs or something like that. They're little egg-shaped sex toys. You blow your load in them and you throw them away. Unless, of course, you fall in love with one. The man's mother told police that she and his father had asked their son not to bring any of his porn into their house before he moved in because they knew he had issues with it. Sounds like he's addicted. The parents, he is in love with his sex toys. The parents kicked him out after a domestic incident, the police report states. After the prosecutor's office declined to press charges, the man wrote his father an email. This is the email. If you had a problem with my belongings, you should have stated that at the time, and I would have gone and stayed somewhere else. Instead, you chose to keep quiet and behave vindictively, he wrote. Imagine picking a homeless shelter over staying with your parents just because they don't want your, double-sided dong in the house with them. All right, his father allegedly responded that one reason, quote, I destroyed your porn was for your own mental and emotional health. I would have done the same if I found a kilo of crack cocaine. Someday, I hope you'll understand. The man later reached out to investigators, sending one officer 44 emails listing movies he said his parents had destroyed, many of which he claimed were valuable and difficult to get films. Now he's seeking $86,000 in damages, emotional distress and attorney fees. The man's parents could not immediately be reached for comment. Good luck with that lawsuit. Second up today, this one comes from China. Such fanfare for these stories that come from China. Well, you've heard of personal shoppers, but now some savvy Chinese internet users are offering to drink bubble tea and eat fried chicken on behalf of health-conscious but food-loving customers. What sort of dumb tomfuckery is this? I don't know, but I want to get in on this action. Sellers film themselves eating or drinking the unhealthy foods and then send the videos to buyers for the cost of the food bought, plus a $1.50 service fee. It would be one thing if the person was sitting right next to you and you could actually, smell the food. But you're literally getting nothing out of this. You're just watching someone else eat the food you like. Can you just go online and, hey, I want to see someone eat KFC fried chicken? I'm sure there's videos of people trying out or taste testing food from there. You know what I mean? Why does it have to be personalized? I will honestly eat and drink on your behalf. I will help you eat whatever you want. Don't worry about getting fat or getting diabetes. That's one thing we have in common. I don't have to worry about that either. I think I'm going to give myself some fried chicken tonight with a side of chocolate chip cookie dough. Turn on the lights from here and now. Shine on me. Turn on the lights from here and now. Cookie dough. Shine on me. Eating some cookie dough. Wow, wow, wow. That's my favorite part. When she goes crazy. Where's that at? Here it comes. Wow, wow, wow. So stupid. How many times am I going to sing that song today? All right. Another seller listed hot pot, McDonald's, KFC, Western food, desserts, barbecue meat, Szechuan food, and Cantonese food as examples of things they would eat for a fee. One seller in Harbin, Heilongjiang province in northeastern China sent a journalist from Pear Video several types of a grape-flavored bubble tea from different angles, along with a short essay describing its taste. The crisp and chewy textures meld together. The deep purple grapes taste sweet and rich. I like to use a straw to drink the ice cream topping, which is light and refreshing, with a faint milky aroma. Milky, milky. The service first gained media attention in mainland China earlier this month, when a large number of listings offering to eat food started appearing on major e-commerce sites, such as Taobao, whatever, which is owned by Alibaba. Only a few listings now show up in searches on popular online shopping sites, suggesting the fad may be waning. One taster, who just goes by the name Chris, I don't think that's his real name. Chris said people want to lose weight immediately, but they can't control themselves since food is too tempting. I don't understand how this helps. The people are still going to be hungry, and now they're receiving correspondence and video, right? So they're seeing someone enjoy the food that they want to eat, and also they're getting a letter describing how delicious the food was. The trend also spawned nonsensical spin-offs such as selling videos of pet owners stroking their animals and people watching TV series on behalf of others. At first, I thought this was like the natural progression of, a few years ago, there was this trend, and it could still be a thing on Twitch or whatever, of just watching people eat food. But I think that's more for, like, comfort, right? Like, oh, you're kind of, like, there with someone, you're not alone. This is just stupid. All right, final story we have for you today. Imagine all the cool things you could do if you had an identical twin. Your twin could go somewhere in your place. Like if you don't want to go on a school trip or something, your twin will go for you. You could sleep with your identical twin's girlfriend, and she wouldn't know the difference. Those are the two examples I have of great things you could do if you're identical twins. There is a dark side, however. What happens when your identical twin is a pedophile and, everyone in your town knows it? That's not good, right? Owen Evans revealed the hell of being mixed up with his twin Gavin, with the 42-year-old having no idea of the horror of his crimes until he was put behind bars on Friday. Gavin from Glanaman, I don't know, West Wales, was sent to prison for 4 years for trading in child abuse images involving kids as young as 4. He kept the pictures on his phone. He had also been engaging in highly sexual conversations with vulnerable young girls online. Now Owen has revealed the pain of looking exactly like his pedophile brother. If people are going to mistake me for him for the rest of my life, all I'm trying to do is get the story out there that he's got a brother that's an identical twin who is not a pedophile. He adds, I just want to get the story out there and for people to leave us alone. He revealed his partner had already been subjected to harassment as she walked down the street, and she's been accused of living with a pedo. I will have a lifetime of people calling me a pedophile. I'm going to be constantly looking over my shoulder, said Owen. Gavin had not explained fully why he had initially been arrested to his family. Shocking details were only revealed to Owen when the pedophile was dragged before the courts. Owen said, what he's done is shocking. I was mortified. He played down what he was arrested for. He was probably like, I was arrested for just a minor offense. Minor offense. All right. Yeah, he downplayed what he was arrested for. I knew he had been up to no good for something, but I didn't know the ins and outs of it. Poor choice of wording there. My older brother couldn't believe it. He said he believed Gavin should have been hit with a far longer sentence. Owen was so desperate to get the message out that it was his brother and not him, he took to Facebook. He bought some Facebook ads to ensure people knew the truth. He said, what he has done is bad enough, but there's the fact now that he's lied to us about it. He's got no worries for the next couple of years. We're the ones who will serve time. The security worker has vowed never to contact his brother again after the details of the case emerged. His bro was found to have groomed young girls into sex acts on camera and shared intimate videos of a 14-year-old with other pedophiles. They're a close-knit community, those pedophiles. They love to share. Gavin also had a picture of a woman having sex with a horse. Oh, I mean, we've all seen that one. The pedophile's home was raided by police on January 24th of 2017 on a search warrant. He pleaded guilty to a total of 11 counts of possessing, downloading, and distributing indecent images, inciting and attempting to incite a child to engage in sexual activity, and possessing extreme pornography. Excuse me, extreme pornography. That, my friends, is your Distorted News for Monday. Let's do a couple voicemails and get the hell out of here. Love to hear from you freaks, and there are many ways to contact the show. Let's review. show@distortedview.com. That's my email address. Send along clips to funny things or links to funny things you think might be Distorted View worthy. You can find me all over social media at Distorted View on Twitter and Instagram, Facebook.com/Distorted View Show, and Facebook.com/Distorted View Show on Facebook. Facebook.com/Distorted View Show. Did I say that already? YouTube.com/Distorted View Show. We've got a Discord. There's a link on the main navigation bar over there at distortedview.com. Click it, stick it, and join other freaks in the chat. There's like 1,000 listeners of Distorted View Daily congregating, conversating, eating cornstarch, virtual cornstarch. All right, let's check in with a few freaks. First up, some patrons.
Hello.
Did you just collect a coin in Mario there? Hold on. I think he got a coin.
Hello.
Or a one-up or something.
Hello, Timmy Boo Henson. This is Unicorn Hamster checking in. I just wanted to call and say that I agree with my good pal there, Vladimir Fuchsin, talking about, hey, you know, if you can take a bus downtown, you can afford to you know, feed the faggot.
Is that me? Am I the faggot that is going to be fed?
You know, continue on this nonsense for a long time.
Yeah,
so
I would love to continue doing this show. I can't believe I have somehow, well, thanks to you guys, made it my job for what? A bunch of years. I don't know. What are we up to? 14, 15 years almost?
Tim, lovely cat lady here. I was so excited to hear from Dank Tim because he's my buddy and I haven't heard from him in a while.
Yeah.
And as he's talking,
I think the next voicemail I have is Dank Tim.
I realized he sounds really familiar, and then I'm like, oh my god, he sounds just like Jonathan Knowles.
Who?
And I mean that in the nicest way possible. Hey Dank Tim. Hi. Hope you don't feel bad about that.
Well, you sound like Jonathan Knowles or someone like that. Let's see. I think this is Dank Tim.
Hey, Tim. It's Dank Tim. I'm really drunk again, so I thought I would call in.
Okay.
Just remind you.
That whole sober thing is out the window, apparently.
That when I went to jail, it was because a friend of mine, I mean, she's not a friend of mine anymore, but we were smoking marijuana in the basement, and she had a panic attack because she's a little bitch, and called 911, and they came to my house, and they were like, we have probable cause to search the basement. So they came and searched my basement, and they found dang heroin needles. And
you gotta keep that shit tidy. I know it's hard for drug addicts to keep a clean house, but when it comes to needles and drug paraphernalia, you know, put that shit away.
And they got me with that, and that's why I was in jail. So
that sucks.
I just wanted to tell you that. Anyways,
also don't do heroin.
I love you, Tim. That one lady who was racist that you posted the video of with her tits.
Yeah,
that made me laugh so hard when she was kicked out of the fucking the 7-Eleven or whatever she was in, and she started screaming.
Yeah, that's where the video cuts off. It's like mid-scream. It was pretty great. Thanks, Dank Tim. He seems to be doing good.
Timmy Boo, Jago.
Jago.
your friend Human Garbage checking in with you. I just wanted to let you know that cover of Sound of Silence by Disturbed is probably my favorite. Actually, I like it more
really
than
good.
the Simon and Garfunkel cover.
Yeah, me too.
Fuck
Simon and Garfunkel.
The original song. It's incredible. When that guy...
Or the all-lady cover band Hyman and Garfunkel that I'm the manager of.
I mean, you just feel it. It pulls at your soul.
Yes.
So
he's got some pipes on him, man.
And just wanted to say that I love you're on the pulse of zeitgeist of humanity.
A couple years late.
You've got your finger up the asshole of the zeitgeist of humanity, we could say. Much love to you, brother.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. And finally,
Lady Cat Lady here.
Fake Level 80 Cat Lady calling in. I don't even know if you could hear her. Yeah, speak up.
Deaf in one ear and 99% deaf in
She's deaf now.
other ear. So
You know, Level 80 Cat Lady has not commented on Fake Level 80 Cat Lady. I don't think she likes her.
doctors put me on an experimental program where they grew me a new ear on the back of a mouse. And then they transplanted it onto my hand. So if somebody is talking to me and I can't hear them, I just say, hey, talk to the hand. But they think I'm being rude. I'm like, no, silly. Literally talk to my hand because I can't hear
All right.
these fucking ears.
Well, congratulations on your new hand ear, Fake Level 80 Cat Lady. That's all the time we have on this edition of the show. Why don't you guys email me, show@distortedview.com. Distortedview.com is our official website. A voicemail line for you, 206-666-4463. That's 206-66. Oh, God, is it? Oh, God.
Joshua Banker to become millionaire.
Yeah, spread the distortion, STD, tell all your friends about the podcast. Don't forget to rate us and review us on iTunes. Remember, tomorrow's show will be Sideshow exclusive. Otherwise, I will see you back on Wednesday. Until then, have a great day. Bye, everybody. Shine on the light, shine on me. Turn on the light from heaven, shine on me, shine on me, shine on the light. My name is Tim Henson, the new face of genital herpes.